Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Nathan Fox. That's Ben Olson. Together, we're the founders of LSATdemon.com and our weekly podcast, Thinking LSAT. We have an email here from Amanda, says, hey, Ben and Nathan, question on GPA addenda. My cumulative GPA sucks. My first round of undergrad, I fucked off and was probably depressed, and my GPA reflects it. Did you know it was possible to get a 0.56 GPA? You do now. Long story short, I got a job, grew up, and finished my undergrad at another school. My degree granting institution GPA is 3.73. My cumulative GPA is a soul-crushing 2.64. I probably need to address this in an addendum, but I'm not sure what to say. I know to keep it short and sweet. I know not to throw in any sob story like I had the big SADs and decided not to leave bed for a week, but it's all good now. But what do I say? Suggestions? That's Amanda. What are you going to tell Amanda for how to write her GPA addendum? By the way, it's optional. Addenda are not required, so it is a choice.
It is a choice.
Are you going to choose to write this addendum or not?
I would, to bring attention to the 3.73.
But that's it, right?
That's it.
There's going to be a box on your application. It's not like you need to upload a PDF of your GPA addendum. It's going to be a box and you're going to copy paste.
Yep.
I feel like one sentence is fine here.
I think you could actually pluck the sentence you have right here. My degree granting institution GPA is 3.73. You could say, although my cumulative GPA is, drop the word soul crushing.
Yeah.
My cumulative GPA is 2.64, comma, my degree granting institution GPA is 3.73. Or you might even maybe mention something about your last 3 years of school, or, to make it clear that it's your most recent GPA.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess I would allow one sentence of interpretation of that.
Sure.
I agree that we should probably stick to the facts, but maybe because it's an optional essay and you're submitting this for their consideration, it's not going to carry a whole ton of weight, but at least, you could make the point. Although my cumulative GPA is 2.64, my GPA from my degree granting institution is 3.73. I feel that this more accurately reflects the student that I am today. Period. It's a conclusion. It's inherently bullshit, but you're backing it up with some facts, and you're like explaining why you're submitting this addendum.
Yeah.
But don't overthink it beyond that, Amanda. Don't put more than that. And definitely, not to put the sob story in there. You don't need to explain anything. People grow up and you're going to turn their attention to the 3 points. It's just like, give them a chance to anchor on the 3.73.
Yep.
That's it. And they're not going to really, because they're going to have to report your 2.64 and there's nothing you can do about that. That's a fact. Although, little sidebar, got an email from one of our current students in the Demon, and she really took to heart our advice about basically be a lawyer starting right now. And she was able to go get before she submitted her transcripts, she was able to go to school by school. It was the kind of thing where she took some random class while she was, a kid, like junior high or high school. And she took some random college class and got a grade, and it was a bad grade.
Okay.
She was able to actually go talk those schools into expunging those grades off of her record.
Wow.
And she did that before she submitted her transcripts to LSAC.
That's a 3D chess move, right? It's like, we're talking all about how do I explain away my GPA? How about you get rid of your GPA?
Right. What would a lawyer do? I mean, that's like what
Let's
a
not
good
even
lawyer.
Get this into court.
Right. A lawyer would be like, oh, we're going to exclude that from the evidence.
Yep.
The jury's never going to hear about that.
Nope.
That's the better move.
That is the better move.
Yeah. So Amanda, if it's not too late, you could try that. Otherwise, you're going to be a 2.64 on their ABA reports. So you could write a 1 or 2 sentence addendum, but that's basically it. You don't need to worry about it seems like Amanda's like, but what should I include in this essay? Well, it doesn't need to be an essay. It could be 1 sentence, 2 sentences max.
Yeah, you got to remember the goal. The goal is to bring their attention to the higher GPA, which is not obvious because they're looking at the cumulative GPA.
Right. You're just going to basically restate it as, it's a fact that your degree granting institution GPA is 3.73. You tell them that fact and you invite them to consider it.
Yep.
That's it. Thank you, Amanda. You can email daily@lsatdemon.com if you'd like to ask us a question like Amanda or share some LSAT or law school admissions news. Thanks for listening.